Hi everyone, welcome to Amala Movements. I'm Charlotte. Today we have yoga for creativity. So taking this time to move and breathe and play on your mat helps you to feel more connected to yourself, more inspired by what's around you, and captures your creative energy. Let's get started. Let's go straight in with finding the creativity and playfulness of our yoga practice by starting standing and facing the sideways edge of your mat. And don't worry about changing the orientation of your mat to face your screen. Just trust yourself, trust that I'm here with you, follow the sound of my voice, and let's play. So let's start by bringing our big toes together. Bring your hands down by your side, roll your shoulders in towards your back. Take a few moments here. Find a gentle softness in your knees. Find a softness in your breath and maybe even in your thoughts. Can we approach today's practice with a lightness and a sense of ease? Create that space to play. Blink the eyes open. On your inhale, sweep both arms up above your head. Catch hold of your right wrist and step your right foot behind your left and then next to your right again. So it's like we're crossing our legs quite tightly. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, tilt over towards your left. So coming into this gorgeous side stretch or banana stretch, like I say to the kids. Relaxing your neck. If you want to find some gentle head movements from side to side, looking up and down. Relaxing your right shoulder in towards your back. Relax your fingers. Find the space to breathe deeply. On your next inhale, bring your arms all the way back up to center. Hands pass through Anjali Mudra through your heart center and stepping the right foot to the front edge of your mat, bending your right knee, planting your left hand in the middle of your feet and sending your right fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Find a spiral through the chest. Keep bending in your right knee. So we're looking for this lovely stretch down your left inside thigh. Press down through your left fingertips and lift up through your right fingertips. One more deep and softening breath here. Beautiful. Bringing your right fingertips down towards the floor, shuffling them to the top edge of your mat, pivoting on both feet and sliding your left leg back so you can find a nice low lunge. Inhale to create space. Roll your shoulders in towards your back. Exhale, lift your hips up and back and start straightening your right leg so we find a very, very wide pyramid pose. Inhale to bend your right knee, open the chest, look forwards. Exhale to lift the hips up and back, find your pyramid pose. Inhale, bending the knees, look forwards, create that space in the body. And exhale, hips up and back, pyramid pose. And we're going to pause here for a few moments. Soften your breath, softening the edge of your ego. So this isn't about having a straight leg. This isn't about bringing your knee to your nose or your nose to your toes. It's about holding this space for you to breathe deeply, to find this presence and awareness of yourself. Let's lower the left knee towards the floor. Inhale, sweep both your arms up above head. Exhale, bring them to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Bring your right hand towards your right knee. We're going to bend our left knee and squeeze our heel in towards your bottom, catching your foot, wrapping your hand around the outside edge of your foot. Not everyone's knees love this, so if your knees are not today, please do keep your left foot on the floor and just find this lovely low lunge. So really work with and listen with your body. Great, wherever you are, whatever variation you're taking, find our Ghana Mudra. So thumb and your first finger together, and then the last 3 fingers are glued together, they're nice and straight. Inhale, sweep your right arm up above your head and look towards your fingertips. Sinking into our left hip flexor, finding this gorgeous opening through the front side of the leg. So our Ghana Mudra is a mudra that relates to creativity in the body and the mind, connects us to our inner knowledge. Feel free to close the eyes. Notice how this pose, how the shape feels for you today. One more deep breath in. And with your exhale, with control, lowering the foot and both hands down towards the mat, inside of your right foot, so you can shuffle your right leg to the outside edge of your mat. Inhale to create space, lift the chest and look forwards. Exhale, find a softness into your lizard. Inhale to create space. Exhale to find a softness. And you can play here with whether your left leg is bent with your knee on the floor, or you can straighten that left leg with the heel reaching out behind you if you're looking for more of an active stretch. There's also the option to lower your elbows down towards the earth, but not if it compromises the space that you have to breathe. Unclench the jaw, take one more loving cycle of breath. Great. Making your way out of this pose, pressing both hands into the mat, tucking your left toes behind you. We're going to come to downward facing dog, but we're going to swing our right leg around, take the long route. It requires a lot of strength, maybe a lot of wobbles and wiggles, but have a play. Taking a few breaths here, coming back to this idea of play. So just explore your downward facing dog. Have a play with your ankles, maybe walking through the feet, lifting the toes or the heels. Have a play with where you're looking, maybe looking underneath your armpits, looking forwards, looking back. Have a play with your shoulders, the middle of your back and your lower back. There's no right or wrong way to find this play in your practice today. Beautiful. Grounding down through your left heel. Inhale, your right leg sweeps up high. Look forward, step your right foot all the way up in between your hands. Turn your left toes to face the side of your mat, bending in your right knee. Bring your right elbow to your knee and windmill your left arm all the way up overhead. Look towards your left fingertips if you can, and melt this left shoulder down in towards your back. Beautiful. On your next inhale, stay bent, stay strong in your right knee. Windmill your arms up to warrior two. Have a moment of stillness here. A moment to reconnect to your inner strength, your inner power, your inner focus. Look towards your right fingertips. Straightening the right knee, inhale, and turning your right toes to face the side edge of your mat. The legs are strong, take up this space. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers, but keep your thumb and your first finger extended, so it's making this L shape. Pressing them up and over your head. Inhale, really squeeze your arms as high up towards the sky as you can. And exhale, squeezing the shoulder blades down and in towards your back. Inhale to squeeze the arms up and overhead. Exhale, shoulders into your back. One more. Feel this strength in the upper body. Lifting your arms, squeezing your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder blades down. Hands come down through heart center. Try not to look down towards your mat. Trust yourself. Have a play. Can you jump your feet together? And then you can look down and readjust if you need to. Both arms sweep up. Big breath in. Catch hold of your left wrist. Your left foot steps behind and then glue it next to your right foot. Inhale. Find that length through the body. Exhale, side bend towards the right. Coming into a banana. Find a softness here. Softness in the skin of the face. Softness in the jaw. You can find some gentle movements of the head and of the neck if this feels nice. Soften your left fingertips. Soften your thoughts. Be kind to yourself. Come all the way back up to standing. Inhale. Your hands pass through heart center. Step your left foot all the way to the back edge of your mat, bending your left knee. Your right hand plants down in between your feet and your left fingertips lift up towards the sky. Press down through your right hand, lift up through your left fingertips. There's the option to look up towards the left hand. Breathe deep. One more loving cycle of breath. And on your next inhale, bring your left fingertips back down towards your mat. Shuffle your fingertips to the back edge of your mat. Pivot on both feet and bend into your left leg. Find your low lunge. Inhale to open the chest. Find length and look forwards. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Find your wide variation of pyramid. Inhale to bend your left knee, lift your chest. Exhale, hips up and back, wide pyramid. One more, inhale, bend the left knee, shoulders back, look forward. Exhale, pyramid pose. Find a moment to soften. Adjust the legs if you need to. Adjust where your hands are in relation to your left foot. Soften your ego. Be kind to yourself. This is not about straightening the left leg. This is not about bringing your nose to your knee or to your toes. This is about opening up the body, the breath, and the mind to create this space in ourselves, physically and mentally, to breathe and to feel good. Lower your right knee down towards the floor. Sweep both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands pass through Anjali Mudra. Bring your left hand to your left knee and think about squeezing your right heel in towards your bottom, and then you can catch the outside edge of the right foot. Remember, if your knee is not loving this today, keep your toes on the floor. Gayana Mudra, your thumb and your first finger together. Back three fingers glued together. Sweep that left arm forwards and up. Open through the shoulders. Look towards your left fingertips. This might feel quite wobbly, but embrace those with a smile. Sink into your hips. Feel this opening through the front side of your right thigh. Option to close your eyes. Great. On your next exhale, with control, lowering everything down towards the floor, your left hand comes inside of your left foot so you can shuffle your left leg to the outside edge of your mat. Inhale to find space, lifting, lengthening. Exhale to soften into your lizard pose. So you can keep this right knee on the floor, or you can tuck the toes, straighten the leg if you're wanting that fire, that energy in the lower body. Wherever you are, give yourself to breathe. Give yourself time to breathe. Coming all the way back up on your fingertips. Roll your shoulders in towards your back, tucking your right toes behind you. And from here, your left leg is going to sweep the long way round, all the way back up to your downward facing dog. Take your time. And have a play with bending the knees and straightening the knees. Have a play with circling the ankles, maybe coming up onto the toes, 1 foot at a time. Have a play with looking under your armpits. Have a play with looking forwards and back. Ground down through your right heel, sweeping the left leg up. Deep breath in. Look forwards. Exhale, step all the way up in between your hands. Turn your right toes to face the side edge of your mat and bring your left elbow to your left knee. Inhale. Windmill the right arm up overhead. Come into our side stretch. Look up towards the right fingertips. Stay strong in your left knee. Keep it nice and bent. Melt your right shoulder into your back. On your next inhale, find your strength, warrior two. Just for a moment, a pause in the physical body. Keep the breath moving and circling around. Focus to your left fingertips. Sink a little lower in your left leg. Imagine squeezing both your heels together. One more breath. Inhale, straighten your left leg and turn your left toes to face the side edge of your mat. Legs are strong, taking up this space. Sweep both thumbs up, interlace the fingers, keep the thumb and the first finger extended. Inhale to press both arms up, reach for the sky. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades down into the back. Inhale, stretching the fingers up towards the sky. Really reach through the armpits. And exhale, squeezing down. One more. Inhale, really lifting. Exhale, squeezing the shoulders down. Relax the arms. Hands come through Anjali Mudra. Try not to look down. Have a play. Can you jump your feet together? And then you can look down and readjust if you want to. Great. Relax the arms down. Take a moment here. Bend the knees. Roll the shoulders in towards your back. Feel your heartbeat. Maybe it's quite loud. Maybe it's quite quiet. Maybe the breath is feeling heavier. Maybe the breath is feeling softer. Take this moment just to notice whatever it is that you notice. Let's Blink the eyes open. Bring your hands gently to heart center. Open the feet just past hip distance apart, with your heels together, your toes pointing out into a diagonal, bending the knees all the way down and bringing your fingertips to the floor. We're going to have a play through our Malasana, our squatting pose. So just have a gentle rock from side to side. It doesn't matter if your heels come off the floor. As you do this, I really encourage you to indulge in the movements that feel good. So you can close your eyes, you can take any pauses, you can hold a stretch for a little bit longer. Trust yourself, trust your practice. Beautiful. Let's bring our fingertips behind our bottom towards the floor and use that to help you to come and sit down on your bum. Bring your toes to the floor, squeeze your knees together, another playful variation of our boat pose. So at the moment I'm holding onto my kneecaps and I'm going to find that very special balancing point where I can rock back onto my sitting bones, onto my tailbone area, and my toes can come off of the floor. So this might be enough for you today. This might already really be firing up the core. If you want to try something else, bring your arms down by your side and straightening the elbows. So what I'm thinking about here is squeezing my knees together, squeezing my knees up towards my shoulders, and then squeezing my heels in towards my bottom. So squeeze your knees together, squeeze your knees up towards your shoulders, and squeeze your heels in towards your bottom. So much going on. Remember to breathe. Let's take 2 more cycles of breath. Keep squeezing yourself into a ball, as small a ball as you can make yourself. Great, one more, inhale. Have you got space in you to smile? And then exhale, cross your legs, relax the knees down, and come to seated. Have a little rock from side to side, do what you need to do to release the hips, maybe bounce the knees on the floor. Great, so to finish our physical practice today, I'd like to transition us into a moving meditation. This is very, very simple. You're going to extend both of your arms out towards the side. Got hair on my nose, sorry. Arms out towards the side and press your heels, the palms of your hands away from you, and draw your fingertips up towards the sky. Look towards your left hand, breathe in. Look towards your right hand, breathe out. Bring both your arms forwards, hands together, breathe in. Breathe out, bring your hands in towards your chest, bend the elbows, and extend your arms back out towards the side. Look towards your right hand, breathe in. Look towards your left hand, breathe out. Bring your hands forwards and together, breathe in. Bend the elbows, hands to your chest, and then back out towards the side. You can close the eyes when you feel comfortable too. Look towards your left hand, breathe in. Right hand, breathe out. Both arms forwards, breathe in. Hands together, bending the elbows, breathe out. Arms out to the side. Look towards your right hand, breathe in. Stay with me. Look towards your left hand, breathe out. Hands forwards and together, breathe in. Bending the elbows, breathe out. Arms out towards the side. Look to your left hand, breathe in. Right hand, breathe out. Hands together and forwards, breathe in. Bend the elbows, breathe out. Arms out towards the side. Last cycle to the right, breathe in. To the left, breathe out. Hands together and forwards, breathe in. Breathe out, bend the arms out towards the side. Keep the eyes closed. Bring your hands to your laps. Interlace the fingers and let the thumbs just rest on top of each other. Sit tall through the spine. Have a very soft and gentle engagement of your belly, drawing it in and up. Relaxing your jaw. Softening the whole of your body. And take this moment just to be here. Be with how you're feeling. And be with this energy of your body. Being with the heartbeat, the sound of your heartbeat or the feeling of your heartbeat. Being with your breath, your prana, your energy. Take one more loving cycle of breath. Bringing your palms together, your thumb up to your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.